Hello, YouTube. Welcome to part 19 of God of War Ragnarök with a therapist. Super glad you made it. Really glad you're watching. Leave a thumbs up, comment down below, follow the links in the description. Come join us on Twitch sometime at 9:30. Probably be doing mostly side quests on this episode. So, I'm glad you're here, and I hope you'll enjoy it. We've had some cool analysis come from the side quests, so maybe it'll be the same tonight. Let's rock and roll. Oh, that's right, Dante. Okay, yep. I remember fighting her. That was a fun fight. Very fun fight. You think Kratos only wants answers about where Atreus is, or do you think there's an ulterior motive for him searching for the Norns? As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to take Kratos at his word. I assume that he wants to get answers. Yeah, she was a Valkyrie, Scott. Oops.
Watch out!
Wait. The shield that's blocking the entrance. It looks exactly like the one from Tyr's statue.
It's another piece of Tyr's likeness sent flying across the lake. Ended up lodged right into this building, apparently. All this must have been hidden behind the ice until that shield smashed through it.
Another chest. So there's a connection to Tyr. I'm intrigued by how we open this chest. Check that out in a minute. This is probably the way out. Need our axe.
There's something inside, but we can't reach it with the shield.
Indeed. Oops.
Doesn't look like you can brute force it.
That's what you say. Oh, but I can do this. Maybe. So it looks like it's set up for me to be able to climb. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we'll go up here. I'm gonna have to knock that off this ledge, I bet. Yeah. Hiya! There's 2. And number 3.
Look, over there.
Over where? Interesting. So, where's over there? What are you talking about, Freya? So I need to toss this off the ledge, but oh, I see. Okay. So it has to be I guess the real question is, can I still climb this when it's this way? Seems to me. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. Ah, neat. Go over here. Chuck this guy off the ledge. Get out of here.
Could be useful.
I sure hope it's useful. Gotta find this other flame. Wow.
Well
There we
done.
go.
Now we just need to open the gate.
Yeah. Which do like this, but I have to somehow. Hey Freya, why don't you go in there and open that chest for me, huh?
Perhaps sigil arrows may help us freeze the gears.
Oh, is that right? I can do that. All right, so this is interesting. So we need, I gotta use sigil arrows. But the sigil arrows aren't gonna make it.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So other than the codex, I think sigil arrows might be my least favorite part of the game. This is an interesting one. Not as immediately obvious as some of the others. So her sigil arrows can't shoot. This would be a great time for backseating, Freya. Okay. So both are open. And I can't climb here. This whole episode is going to be me just trying to figure this puzzle out. This is a good one. I mean, she gave me a hint when she said use the sigil arrows, but... Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. What happens if I freeze this and then pull this? Okay, so it won't move when I do that. Freya, just walk in there.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
Watch this be like the most obvious shit ever. I'm like sitting here struggling. And it's like, this isn't even a hard one. Oh, man. They both move. Holy hell! I'm trying to think of what my other options even are. There's no way it's this. Or, this is wild, man. I don't think Freya has anything that can help me. It's got to be like some kind of mechanic that I'm just like not remembering. And it's gonna just feel stupid obvious. Oh God, I'm taking the long way down. Oh God. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
Why do they work right there? That doesn't make any sense. Wait a second. Why?
Sigil arrows won't work on this. Sigil arrows won't work on this.
What?
Sigil arrows won't work on this. Sigil arrows won't work on this.
This is ridiculous.
Sigil arrows won't work on this. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Sigil arrows won't work on this.
Why do they work in some places and not others? What the hell? This is so dumb. I'm gonna have to tell Sean to like make an edit of this video because my dumb ass can't figure this out. Wow. Holy crap, man. What?
Looks like you'll have to get through the gate faster.
How did... Wow.
Well done.
That's dumb. I've never seen that happen in this entire game.
It was not intentional.
Oh, sure.
You shoot it with an arrow and it holds it in place? All right, whatever.
My arrows can't go through walls, I'm afraid.
Wait, what?
Could you open the gate
Oh.
from there?
Yeah, sure, Freya.
Together again. Mimir, does this look like an abandoned treasury to you?
Aye, it does.
It's Sigrun's family crest. Looks like a vault door to me.
Now that we have both halves to that key, we should see if it matches that lock.
That was outrageous. I just like, that's frustrating, man. Like, I really don't remember to this point when we've ever had her shoot something that was frozen and it held it in place. Like, I caught that off of a fluke. Whatever. I mean, at least now I know. Wow. Well, hey. It's one of those times where it's like a tutorial would be helpful. But, alright. We will lament it no longer. Let's use this key.
Dead on the throne.
Oh shit.
Kratos!
What's up, homie? Oh, what a cool ass shield. It's Elden Ring guy. Oh, yikes.
Come on, brother. Arrows will help you.
Oh, he went from badass to just like... Oh, shit! Are you kidding me? Atta boy, Kratos. Woo! That was sick, dude.
Here sits Prince Dogger. I can't believe he's still here.
Prince Dogger? That the corpse of Sigrun's brother? How'd he end up like that, then? Freya? Why won't you answer me?
Freya?
Are you certain you want to read this?
No, brother. You do it.
Love's End. There never was a love as passionate and sordid as the one that took root between fair Princess Sigrun and the foreign King Helgi. Helgi begged for her hand, but Sigrun's father, King Hogni, refused. And so Helgi raised a terrible army and descended upon her land, murdering all who opposed their union. King, queen, princes, all lay dead, all except for Sigrun's brave brother, Prince Dagr. Valiant Dagr took his spear and ran it through mad King Helgi. When the princess discovered her lover dead by her brother's hand, rage blinded her, and she did inflict a curse on him most foul. But as her vision returned and she saw her entire family dead, she realized her mistake. It was too late. The curse on her brother had taken hold. From the depths of grief came heartbreaking regret, and it overwhelmed her. In penance for her sins, she cast off her riches, title, and throne to dedicate her mind, body, and soul to the mighty Valkyries. A vow she did make to tuck her heart away, for her love was too dangerous.
Seems Sigrun put a curse on her brother for killing the Mad King.
No. Truly?
She did not know the Mad King had murdered her family. Once she did, it was too late. She had cursed her brother.
Damn.
That is why she joined the Valkyries. To atone.
You knew all about Sigrun's family, didn't you, Freya?
It was not my story to tell.
Funny. Learning all this only makes me love her more. She chose me despite my flaws, my regrets. Knowing she has some of her own makes me feel closer to her.
I am glad to hear it.
That's actually a really important sentiment by Mimir. And it gives me a chance to talk a little bit about idealization. and its role in relationships. Idealization is not a realistic way of viewing other humans. It's one-sided. So Mimir sees Sigrun as this amazing, can do no wrong, unbelievable person, which is fine. But when he says that seeing that she has flaws that she had to atone for makes me feel even more connected to her, of course it does. Because it humanizes her. Makes it more realistic. We connect in full. When you only ever engage with idealization, you're only engaging with a percentage of a person. Recognizing that other people screw up and act selfishly and do the things that we all do, and finding a way to admire that in a person that has some of these idealized traits can indeed bring you closer. So if you're somebody who thinks that the person you're with or the people you're with are supposed to somehow be perfect, or they're supposed to live up to your idealizations, you're going to actually find that it will disconnect you in relationships. Real deep connection comes from acknowledging the reality of a person who you're with. Doesn't mean you have to accept them unconditionally. Unconditional love is unhealthy. You should absolutely love conditionally. But that recognition of the flaws and the comebacks and the ways in which people orient themselves to their mess ups can really be a profound thing. And I love that Mimir articulated that. As for Freya, man, does she do a good job staying in her lane. If you want a really good template of how do you control the things you can control, speak on the things that affect you personally, and allow other things to go the way that they will go, Freya is a great example of that. She has not mentioned to Kratos that Atreus found her. She didn't tell Mimir everything about Sigrun. She stays in her lane. She lets stuff happen the way that it needs to happen in the relationships it's supposed to happen with. I think that's pretty cool. She's great at that.
Up there.
Minus the one time they gained upon Atreus, yeah. Oh, shit.
Another one of Dvalin's diagrams.
You spoke of his conscience.
Aye.
Okay.
He saw that the Aesir would likely use his powerful weapons to cut down his fellow dwarves, so he ripped out his design pages and scattered them.
And what of him?
Well, the Allfather found out. He wasn't terribly pleased.
All right. That was cool. Melee attacks against enemy afflicted with hex deal bonus damage. All right. Let's check the map. Animal instincts. Wow, look at all these side quests. Holy hell. All right, let's do the animal instincts.
Is that a frozen lightning bolt?
My fight with Thor ended there.
That's where you landed. No wonder there's bits of Tyr's statue all over the lake.
Ooh, maybe I can't do anything. Maybe I can't do these yet. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything with this yet, right? There's a thing over there. Kratos finally dressed for the weather. Yeah. Ah, great Odin's Raven. Let's take this guy out.
That,
Pow.
I wonder if we shouldn't check back on the Raven Tree.
18 of 48. You're telling me I got to do 30 more of those? On the topic of idealizing, what about when other people don't live up to the standards you hold for yourself? I struggle with that a lot and have abandoned many potential relationships over that. Other people don't live up to the standards you hold for yourself? I think that's good boundaries. Like, I think you should expect people to, like, if you have a certain standard for people in your life that makes it so they're allowed to engage with you, it's okay to set boundaries relative to that. Like, if people don't live up to what you're expecting from them, nobody's entitled to your presence.
Kratos, a raider encampment.
Shall we take care of them, brother?
Yep. There's a lot of blood here. Holy shit. What up?
Incoming fire!
Enemy behind you!
Wow, they're self-immolating? Why would they do that?
Enemies to your left!
Oh, I thought I got it.
Fire, Kratos! It will fire!
Like how I'm on fire, but Mimir is not.
That is all of them.
You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass. You're good. Don't worry about it, bud. There's a couple third-degree burns here and there. I'd say it puts hair on your chest, but it actually takes it off. Game's making me wish I lived in an area with more snow. Ugh. This is enough snow for me. This is as close to snow as I like to get. Guardian ingot. Nice. Whoosh. Yeah.
Still wine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
The wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them.
The horrors of our past can be inextricable from the present. You have to understand that.
Yeah. There's a fine line here. And it's a important one to distinguish, because when we've talked about trauma before, one of the reasons that people generally don't like trauma, other than the fact that they had to experience a trauma, is because they often have to deal with the associations that are made later on in unrelated circumstances. Now, we can actually talk about this outside the context of trauma. This actually doesn't just apply to trauma. The human brain hates unknowns. It likes when the environment and the world at large is predictable. So the future is unpredictable for the most part. And new novel circumstances are unpredictable. New relationships, new people are unpredictable. When you have a lot of unknown variables and then a few known variables that are loosely associated with something that you experienced before, what your brain's going to do is fill in the gap to provide an explanation to you for how to navigate that moment now in the present. And this is not necessarily a bad thing, because it means that you might be on alert and you might not be harmed in a way that you were previously harmed because you're on guard. But it can cause problems when you engage in compensatory behaviors for those associations when the environment's not actually showing you something that is similar to what you experienced in the past. Sometimes people will even become averse to certain things because they're worried that what happened before is going to happen again, and that's not necessarily true. So when you use data from an unrelated circumstance to perceive and better understand the present, you also have to acknowledge that there are aspects of the present that need to be accounted for and observed rather than assumed relative to what that thing you experienced in the past was. So, on one hand, is it helpful? Yes. On another hand, is it destructive because of the way that you compensate for it? Yes. So you got to be careful. Most common example of this that you'll often see is like if somebody is in a, let's say like somebody's in a relationship and they are with somebody who is not even necessarily abusive, but is really just not a great person for them. Well, when you go to engage in future relationships, you may find yourself avoiding certain dynamics or certain things that didn't actually contribute to that person being problematic for you because you associate them as being that. So let's say that like you dated somebody who was a hockey fan and they were terrible for you. And then you avoid hockey players as a result of that. Or you are dating somebody, you find out that they enjoy hockey and you immediately break up with them because you just don't do hockey players. You may be missing out on a relationship that could be good for you because you're making an assumption about that relationship using data that's mispulled from your past. So Freya's point here is sound because Kratos is essentially the extreme of you don't need to use prior data because the new situation is completely new and attend to that. That's one extreme. And then Freya's like, no, dude, like you got to actually deal with that because the past affects the way that you perceive the present, which is also true. It's very interesting. Also quite complex, so I hope I explained that well.
Is that a frost troll? You won't be happy to see us.
Ooh. Maybe he will. Let's not make any assumptions about him. Okay, never mind. Bitch! Right in the nuts! And he was just minding his own business. Jesus. BC Hagglecorn, a troll we encountered in Midgard. The winds carried its stench so far I could smell it long before I saw it. Fighting these beasts in the dead of winter is one of the few ways to keep warm without fire. I appreciate this. However, we may run out of trolls. All right. Random troll fight. Done. I hear you. I hear you.
Isn't that the spear from Tyr's statue?
Wish for peace. Be ready for war.
Oh, that's astute of the elves. Tyr never sought war, but he knew he had to be ready for it.
Aye, best be armed than not. Impressive looking weapon, isn't it?
It is big.
It doesn't look that impressive. All right. Ah. It's a large area. I like it.
Another coal raider camp. Kratos, we should do something about them.
Why do you think I came over here for that? Man, those treasure things are really easy when the thing glows in the snow like that. Very just thoughtless. All right, Raider hideout. Let's go. Yeah.
You're on fire, Kratos. I will pass. Another raider to the left.
You want fire? I'll give you fire on my terms. Yeah. Cha-cha.
Now maybe the wolves will cease their whining.
Kratos' aversion to the dog's whining is interesting to me. I wonder, I mean, there's a whole bunch of reasons why this could be the case. Like, he very well may see the wolves in a utilitarian way, where he essentially is like, if you ain't human, you don't matter. You're no different than the car I drive. Or it may be kind of his ultimate frustration in various interactional dynamics, where essentially he knows that the wolves are struggling. He can connect with that in an empathic way, but because the dogs can't really talk to him, and because they can't articulate specifically what the problem is, he can't really do much about it. So there's a chance that when he sees that the dogs are struggling, the empathy that he has for the struggling dogs is hard for him to manage and uncomfortable, so he wants it to stop so he can feel better. Would be my guess. All right, we got another chest in here. All right. Think dogs represent anything about Atreus to him? They could. I don't know. I'd love to ask him. It wouldn't surprise me. It also may be one of those things where Kratos is essentially approaching everybody else's problems as if they're not really that big of a deal because he can't find his son, which to him is like the ultimate bad thing that could be happening right now. So his ability to empathize is quite limited as a result. Like, shut up, dogs. I can't find my son right now. You know, I probably could have just chucked this at that pot, huh? That would have lit it up. No, I will do it the hard way. Also, I will hold on to this flaming thing for hours. With no pain. I'm a badass. Up there. Where are you? Where are you, other fire thing? I know you're in here somewhere. There it is. Whoosh. Well, you're gonna have to throw a fastball here, Kratos. Well, this is an interesting one. It's his only child that's alive right now, Dio. good. I like that. Now, where's the chest? Hardest part, find the chest. Oh, it's up top. All right. You know, the conversation about Kratos' daughter and all the other people in his life that he's lost, it brings up something that I haven't really had a good place to talk about, so I'll talk about it now. A little treat for those of you that are sticking through part 19, given that it's mostly side quests. And I got to think about how to talk about this in a general way. Kratos and Atreus are going to be the proxy for this, but Kratos has experienced a huge amount of loss in his life. Huge amount. And Atreus, being alive, puts him in a really difficult position relative to Kratos if Kratos isn't being mindful of the way in which all that loss affects his orientation to Atreus. And what I mean by this is, it is absolutely not Atreus's responsibility or mandate to survive and to be a certain way because his father lost so many people prior to and while he was alive. Like, his responsibility is not to be any kind of compensation for that, any kind of proxy for that. Atreus' responsibility as Kratos' son is to live his life as Atreus, is to make decisions and struggle and experience adversity and in some ways do a lot of what he's doing, even though what he's doing is not a great idea. But because of Kratos' history of loss, it overloads his orientation toward Atreus, where essentially he needs Atreus to survive because all the other people in his life didn't. It is infinitely more important to him. Not that it was never going to be important to him to have Atreus survive, but it's extra important. And it means that Kratos does things like diminish Atreus' autonomy. It means he does things like stand at that kitchen table at Brock and Sindri's and say, do you want to choose to lie or do you want to choose to be my son? That comes from the extra history that Kratos has that he's overloading into his relationship with Atreus. And that is unfair to Atreus. That is, if you're a person that has experienced a significant amount of loss, or if you've lost a lot of friends and maybe you only have like 1 or 2 friends left, those people that are still around are no more necessitated or responsible for sticking around than anybody else because of your history. And I believe it's incredibly important for people to understand that. Because when you start to move your expectations into an unrealistic sphere, if you start to make certain demands of people relative to yourself because of your history that is unrelated to those specific people, that's going to cause problems. And it's going to put your children in particular in a really difficult space because they start to feel this extra weight of expectation on them that they don't really understand or know what to do with, but they definitely feel it. So it's the responsibility of a person who is loading on the other person to stop overloading on that person and take accountability for the way in which you're being affected by your history and make better choices in the here and now with what you have available to you. And I think to an extent, some of Kratos' behaviors have been problematic toward Atreus because of that history. Atreus is bearing the weight of his mom and his sister and all these other people that Kratos lost when he has to engage with Kratos. And it's Kratos' responsibility to manage that, not Atreus's. Whether they know why or not, they feel it.
Accursed wolves.
I grow tired of your lack of empathy for your own wolves.
It's Demos, isn't it, brother?
I should not have told you, Demos.
You see yourself in these wolves, in their fear.
Let us keep moving.
Freya did my job for me. There we go. Great. And Kratos knows she's right. That's why he didn't clap back. It's a big piece of growth, by the way, for Kratos over the years here, is when people are right about him, as we talked about, like, I think it was the last episode, as we talked about, Kratos is pretty easy to read. He's not difficult to read. He used to snap back or get angry. He doesn't do that anymore. Now he gets kind of a grunt or a let's keep moving. He is a lot more willing to accept influence and interpretation from people, and I admire that about him. I think that's cool. These are fun to fight. Oh shit.
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
That was cool. Him and I basically did the same move. Whoa.
That's certainly the Empress I told you about. Blamed the gods for the death of her family, and has been haphazardly wreaking her vengeance on anything within arm's reach. Even death didn't stop her.
I know.
I know. For his, like, DrMick's assistant. All right. Good shit. Let's keep it moving. Oh, one of these guys. Looty guy. Can't thread the needle. Dogs. Or wolves. Oh, well, that wasn't that hard. All the way back around. Oh my god. I will say, it is worth it though. We get a lot of good shit from those, so. Oh yeah, all right. Let's do some skills. Some skills. I have 35,000 skill points. Holy Christ. Just gonna unlock it all because your boy's got a lot going on here. Oh, she's got a lot too. Get her loaded up. I want her full Valkyrie. Look at that. Would you look at that? All right. I could do without the amulets. Too much, man. Too much. Two destructive blade slams that stagger and launch enemies. Yeah. I'm down with that. Alright, map. Raider Stronghold. Guiding light. Okay, so let's go to the stronghold and then we'll do guiding lights. By the way, thanks for being here, friends. I appreciate you taking time to hang out with me.
Another Coal Raider camp. We should do something about them and put your wolves at ease.
If for no other reason than I can stop hearing you bitch about your wolves bitching, Kratos. Isn't that right, Freya? Guys, I got new moves to do. I hope you're ready.
Kratos, they're Chieftain.
Oh, let's get him. Let's get him. Where's the Chieftain? Where that chief at? There he is. What's up, bitch? Kind of look like Thor. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Chieftain. Was he the one who captured the wolves before you freed them?
I do not know.
Regardless, they should draw some comfort from his death.
Yeah. Circling sweep that clears out all nearby enemies. Ooh. Cyclone of Chaos. Ooh, I kind of like that. We'll go that. Cyclone of Chaos. I'm into it. What we got for armor? Amulet. Another amulet. So many amulets. All right. Who's your favorite enemies to fight? Probably the ones in the game. I do like Spartan
They're
Raids a lot.
still scared.
Not of the raiders.
Of Kratos, because you're an unempathic dick to them, dude. Okay, that was mean. Empathy for... If it is true that Kratos sees himself in the wolves, empathy for the wolves means empathy for himself, which means having to sit with some really uncomfortable stuff that he probably believes impedes him from getting the job done. You actually can really get some good insight into some of the stuff that people are insecure about or afraid of or sensitive about when you see a general aversion to that in others. Oftentimes there's a blockade to empathy because if you empathize with others inherently, to empathize with people, you have to engage with your own experiences. So for Kratos to empathize with scared wolves, he would have to engage with his own sense of fear, which right now is, I don't know where Atreus is, or I do know where he is, and he's with Odin. And that's terrifying. So I can't be connecting with fear right now because if I do that, I'm going to lose my mind. Probably what would be going on for Kratos if he could articulate it. So that's what makes it hard for him to empathize with the dogs and their fear if it is true that he sees himself in them.
Do not be afraid. You are safe. Good. Good boys.
Girls.
Good girls.
Nice try. Nice try, dude. I love that. See, the thing that Kratos often doesn't realize is just how powerful his reassurance and emotional availability is. When he takes a second to reach out, to engage in physical touch, to soften, that means the world to the people that are in his sphere because they know that he is generally quite pragmatic. It's not that he doesn't feel this stuff, it's that he doesn't engage with it. And I think maybe one thing that happened here in addition is that attending to the wolves in that way is a way of also understanding his son better. It's a way of engaging with Atreus because he's watched Atreus do that a lot. So undoubtedly he learned in some ways how to do that from Atreus and from Faye probably as well. But he gets to see the power of his softening there. There's a level of conditioning that can happen here of Kratos sees that when he softens, it invites people that he cares about or the animals that he cares about in. So you should probably keep doing that. So there's a reinforcement mechanism there too, but he's got a lot of power when he does that. All right. And it would be cool if Freya could say something to him about that. Specky and Svana have served us well and been welcome companions on this leg of our journey. I see their need for affection. I feel a desire to protect them and bring them comfort. I am pleased that we were able to rid the realm of the raiders who slayed their kin. If it is within my power, I will let no wolf suffer the same fate. Nice. Kratos sees the ultimate form of love as protecting.
That must be Tyr's helmet from his statue.
Man, Tyr was a big boy. Oh man, those are cool. That's cool. That's super cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Win minds, not wars.
Tyr understood the greatest fight of them all was the battle for people's hearts and minds. Too bad Tyr has no interest in doing either these days.
He's not wrong. Tracing the steps of your son without even realizing it, big dog. Oh, shit. Two of them. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. This one's all glowy.
Use your shield!
Just utter domination. My God.
Enemies down.
Scratch one bogey. Fox, that's one of ours. Yep. Yep, this armor's ballin'.
iron peace, not a golden war.
Well, I think that's the last of it. Doubtful we'll find any more interesting bits.
I always admired the love Tyr inspired.
Where I come from, gods of war are not revered in such a way.
Not all gods of war are the same, brother.
No, they are not.
I sense a hint of judgment towards Tyr, Kratos. I would love to know what that is. Perhaps you're picking up on the same weirdness I am. Alright. So that's done. Alright, I think we did everything that we were supposed to do there. So I think I came up here already. Yeah, I did. Okay. How long do these streams last? I usually go till somewhere between 12:30 and 1 a.m. Pacific time. Right now it's 12:25 a.m. so all right. Let's go talk to Sindri. We're gonna go in there. Actually, I kind of want to go up here because I think there's probably more to do up there.
If I don't have it, you don't need it. Anything for Freya?
Mardal.
Hope it's to your liking. Kratos?
Sweet.
Whatever you need, I'll create.
Okay. Special items. Relics. These are wave of shock.
The cutter of hearts and the fury of the sky.
Okay.
Ooh, a souvenir from foreign lands.
Oops, I didn't want to finish yet.
At your service.
Ooh, I can upgrade my hardened war handles. 23 to 25, yeah. Okay. Shield. More. Leviathan axe. Oh shit. Okay, cool. We got that.
What can I make for you?
I need another Asgardian ingot to get that up. I'm guessing it's probably... Oh, no. Asgardian. I need one to get that up. Or one to get that up to 50.
It fits.
Okay. Sweet.
Be safe.
All right, now we go to armor, we go to our amulet, and we figure out what we want to slot here. I don't know. Maximum rage based on his vitality, increases his melee damage when he's below 50% health based on his vitality. Yeah, I like that. I know you're supposed to probably put them together in a set, but I'm not going to do that. Let's see where this goes. I am curious. Now that we're fully upgraded, spent some of that hard-earned and looted hack silver. See what's over here. A chest. A 1. Figure out how to get that one. We'll do by going down here. Some more sweet, sweet hack silver. Tahoo. The dog's barking. They gotta chill. Dogs barking and babies crying, man. I'm not into either one of them. Alright. So we found 2. Of course, the third one's probably gonna be annoying as hell to find. I was the third. Oh, there it is. First time catching a stream live. Heard about you a few weeks ago online. Just wanted to say I love what you do and thanks. Well, hey, Zachriel. Welcome in. Thanks for popping in to say hi.
Time we find the Norns? I'm sure your wolves can get us there.
Maybe, Freya. Your boy's got some exploring to do. Well, biologically, you're wired to be uncomfortable when babies cry. Like, it's supposed to be a very unpleasant experience so that you do whatever you need to do to attend to the baby to make them feel better. But it doesn't make it any less annoying. Your baby's crying, I'm like, oh my god, make it stop. But that's how you're supposed to feel. Are you not a child person? I think children are fine. I don't want any of my own, and I like to be around children on my own terms. I mean, my PhD is literally in human development, which includes child development, so I do care about kids. I have a nephew who I care about, but no, if you're going to give me a choice to engage with adults versus kids, give me adults.
Never seen craftsmanship like this before. Can't imagine how old it is.
Stolen treasures found. 2 of 6. What did we find? Are adults that act like kids any better? I don't try to hang out with adults that act like kids. I'd say they're worse. Adults make everything worse. Like, kids don't make anything bad. Adults make things bad. I just don't really care to have children of my own. Because I'd be in a way worse mood all the time if I had them. And I certainly wouldn't be doing this, so I'm glad to have my time. Find these big ass temple things to be interesting. I kind of want to go by the lightning bolt. Just want to see what's up. And then I suppose we talk to the Norns because I don't think I don't have anything else to do. Yeah. Oh, I gotta follow the wolves. Yeah. They will lead me there, supposedly. Following you. Lead the way, ladies.
This is the right area, but we can't go further on the sled.
Sure can't. We gotta make sure there's loot over here.
Quiet.
The eternal campfire.
An abandoned camp.
Whoever was here left long ago.
But they left a book.
What did you find?
A list of provisions needed to prepare a meal.
A recipe? Who left that way out here?
Let's take a look at the ingredients. Perhaps the recipe will lead us to them.
Find the recipe's ingredients. All right. It calls for something called a prong fruit from Svartalfheim. I wish to see this strangely named fruit. Bantam melon that grows in a crater in Vanaheim. I could collect if we find ourselves there. Recipe calls for an elven cap from Alfheim. I do not care much for fungi, but I will wish to remain true to the recipe. Recipe requires Nordic gourd from Midgard. Perhaps that's somewhere near the camp. Let's see if we can find it. Also, sounds cool. How do I want to track it? I'd like to track it, please. Where's this gourd? Oh my gourd. Where's the gourd? It's a cool ass campfire. Wouldn't even know what it looks like if I saw it.
Looks like initials. Do they match the ones in that recipe book you found?
I imagine we might find one of those ingredients around here.
Manatee, thank you for the 19 months. I appreciate that.
Ah, I knew I recognized those initials. The Ballad of Yari and Soma.
I'm not familiar.
An old tale, but a good one nonetheless. The carving marks their passage through this realm. We could always try and find the others if you're curious.
I kinda am. I've seen... Oh, I saw one of those before. Where did I see it? It was red. It was red. Hold R1 or X to drift. What? What? Why are you just telling me this now? Woo! Woohoo! Dude. Kratos and Freya do Tokyo. You know I gotta go make this stew. Like, you know I gotta do it. Gotta find me a gate. I'ma make me a stew. Svartalfheim. Tokyo-Alfheim.
To do before we find the Norns?
Yep, I gotta make a stew, Freya. I gotta fill my belly before we see the Norns. Svartalfheim it is. Now, the question is, what part of Svartalfheim will I find this in? Bet y'all didn't think you were gonna see your boy make a stew tonight. But your boy's gonna make a stew tonight. Alright, Freya, I want you to be on the lookout for any hearts you might find. Any hearts. Let's go in this house. Perhaps I will find it in this house. Nope. It's not in this house. This tiny house. This area is so badass, man. I'm glad we have a reason to come back to it. Can we come back with Freya now? Go right or do we go left? I think we're gonna go right because I know that there's some stuff that I might be able to access now that I have Freya with me. I know there was an area that was back over here.
With the mining rig's disabled, it seems a bit fresher out here.
Not seems. Is.
You're right. Thanks, brother.
Nice. Nice, Kratos. Nice. Way to reassure your friend and make him feel better. Oh, let's take this little bitch out. Oh, the whale's still here. What's up, dude? We're just back to say hello. I hope you're doing better, big guy. Maybe that was some acknowledgement. There was this area over here. You're off. Making me a stew. So not this one. There's a spot that has like the little plate thing that that we can like jab our little thingy bobber into. I don't think I can get up there yet. I'd love if you came back sometime later in this game and the whale's just like gone. It'd be pretty cool. Sadly, I doubt it will happen, but that would be neat. I agree. Up we go.
Looks like a rune slate. Best get your chisel out.
Where's the stew?
Now I just need to speak the word.
Do it.
Mecking.
Hell yeah.
Success. The gate is lowering out there.
Hell yeah, it is. Let's go get this stew. Oh. And by stew, I mean let's get this stew. Really, that's it? A disappointment, to be sure. Not what I wanted. I doubt we're gonna find it on the whale. I don't know that there's anywhere else that I can newly access that's over here. Although I do want to get that raven before I forget about it. So let's go. Let's go do that. Good night, Skog.
Would have been a shame to have left that behind.
Yeah. Oh God, that one stonewood. You kidding me?
Mimir, what did you do?
What I thought was right, or at least what I thought was clever.
All right. Where are you, Raven? There it is. All right. It's gonna be tricky. Be tricksy. Oh. Oh, I thought that was it. Oh. Be a tough one. Oh. Oh. Oh boy. Boom. All right. Woo. Where was that heart, man? I know I saw it. Like, I definitely 100% remember seeing it somewhere.
Poison at your back!
Probably not here.
Poison!
Bye-bye. Oh, that's Freya. What is this, Muspelheim? All right, let's hop in the boat. We go elsewhere, Freya. We go to Durlin. I don't think it's anything up there. Trying to think of like areas where I was like, ooh, we need to come back later. I wonder if Durlin's even still there. Let's find out. Now I come with Freya instead of my kid.
Durlin seems to be missing.
Oh. I still want to know the significance of that. Like, those just seem like random things you can just shoot with those arrows. Okay. Where the train was. One area we didn't go to the. I guess we were kind of in the town. Interesting that there's no waypoints for this. Complicated stew indeed. Let's go to the gate. I'm gonna go back to the original town. Maybe like in the market. Take a look at the map. There's people watching this right now who are like, I know where this ingredient is, DrMick, and it's killing me that you keep going to the wrong place. Or they're like, oh, you went to the right place and you missed it. Ah. This is the kind of mission that would be infuriating to already know where it is and then watch somebody try to find. I'm pretty sure, didn't I have to like crawl through this house to get to the other side before? Or am I just crazy? Like, or was this just a walk in a circle around the house? No, I enjoy the headache existing. I don't really ever get to a point where I'm so frustrated that I look it up. I find that to be pretty boring. Oh, here we go. Hey, what's up, dude? Got the little herky-gurky going?
You again. I hope you're back to clean up the mess that extra head of yours made.
We have done it.
Doesn't fix what I did, but hopefully it makes things a bit better. Let's be off, brother.
Keep on herky-gurkying, buddy. Keep the herky-gurky going. All right. It's got to be, right? There's so many fruits here. It's got to be in the market somewhere. It's just got to be. Chest over there I haven't gotten. What is this nonsense?
What's that?
What's what? Where'd you go, Freya? Where are you? Oh. What's what? What are you looking at? Only remaining ingredient you have access to right now is the one in Alfheim. No. I suppose normally I would not be cool with that, but that is helpful because if I'm running around aimlessly here looking at every nook and cranny and it's just not available, it's kind of a waste of time. So I guess that's good to know. But hey, we got a nice little revisit to Svartalfheim. We got to talk to this guy, so that's fine. I guess we'll go back to Midgard. It was a little 10-minute side journey. Oh well.
Shall we get back to finding the Norns then? Which way to the sled?
Yeah, great question, dude. There it is. All right, doggos, take me there. Woo! I don't really have much reason to drift, but that's pretty cool that it's in the game. I was gonna feed the dog stew. Figured the stew would get him fed, but no stew for us apparently. All right. We shall talk to the Norns in part 20, as I'm sure you were expecting. YouTube, thank you for sticking around. I know this was a lighter episode, but we had some heavy ones, so it was nice to have this. Thanks for sticking around. If you skipped this one, you're not seeing me say this, but if you didn't skip this one and you made it through, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate you. We'll talk to the Norns when we return for part 20. If you're binging, you can hop right over and you'll see it right away. If you're waiting for the next one to come out, I'll get it out as soon as I can. Leave a like, leave a comment. Check the links down in the description. I will see you on the next one.